£500 million in defence cuts hits the UK hard warships, helicopters and drones on the chopping block. What's next for national security? Today, we're diving into some major shifts in the UK's defence strategy. Recently, Defence Secretary John Healey announced emergency cuts to the military budget, slashing £500 million over the next 5 years. This isn't just a trim, it's a full-scale pruning. Among the casualties are 2 Royal Navy amphibious assault ships, HMS Bulwark and HMS Albion, and 31 helicopters, including Chinooks and Pumas. The Watchkeeper Mk1 drones are also getting grounded. Healey says these cuts are necessary to address a £22 billion funding gap, blamed on the previous Tory government. Healey emphasised that these are common-sense decisions aimed at modernising the military. He pointed out that HMS Bulwark and HMS Albion were already superficially retired, but were costing £9 million a year to keep on the books. The frigate HMS Northumberland is beyond economic repair and will also be decommissioned along with 2 Wave-class tankers. These cuts have sparked outrage and concern. Conservative MPs and defence analysts are questioning whether the UK could defend the Falklands if they were invaded again. The scrapping of the amphibious ships is especially controversial, with former Intelligence and Security Committee Chair Sir Julian Lewis calling it a black day for the Royal Marines. Now, it's not all bad news. Healey announced new retention payments to incentivise armed forces personnel to stick around. Starting in April, a £30,000 retention payment will be available for tri-service aircraft engineers who sign up for an additional 3 years of service. Furthermore, from January, a new £8,000 retention payment will be rolled out for Army personnel who have served 4 years, supporting 4,000 troops each year for 3 years. Despite these incentives, the Strategic Defence Review is ongoing, and further cuts can't be ruled out. The size of the Army could be reduced to 63,000, and there are already concerns about the timeline for replacing the grounded helicopters. The new Chinooks won't be ready until 2027, and medium helicopters to replace the Pumas are unlikely to be ready until the next decade. Tory Shadow Defence Secretary James Cartledge criticised Labour for not setting a pathway to 2.5% of GDP on defence spending, calling the cuts preemptive and irresponsible. Meanwhile, Richard Ford of the Lib Dems and other MPs suggested that the old equipment should be offered to Ukraine to aid in their conflict with Russia. Defence think tank RUSI highlighted that although these cuts target outdated equipment, the tight budget underscores the pressure on the Ministry of Defence. Matthew Saville from RUSI stated that while many of these capabilities were nearing retirement, the current international environment makes these cuts particularly concerning. This decision forces the UK to rethink the future role of the Royal Marines and the sustainability of its fleet. It's clear that the upcoming Defence Review will have its work cut out for it. Thanks for tuning in to Make Dollars Online. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tips on building your wealth. Stay smart, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.